Hi guys, welcome to this session on LibreOffice Impress. So what I want to do on this session is go through some of the basics and create a few slides using Impress so you can get a feel for how it works. So when you first open Impress, you're asked to select a template with these preloaded templates. You can see there's quite a few different ones there. If you want one of these, you can click on one of these, or for this example, I'm just going to cancel this. If you don't want to see this box every time you open this, you can tick this off and it will not show up at startup. So I'm just going to cancel that. So we're going to do a couple of slides, or 3 slides, about the Battle of Waterloo. To move down from one text box to another, you can use Control Enter, or you can just click and type, and it will let you do that. So let's go for the date of this, 18th of June 1815, and then Control Enter gives me a new slide. So you can see down the left hand side there you've got a little preview for your slides. You can click on this little arrow to hide it and then show it, and down the bottom you've got a scroll bar to take you down to the bottom of the screen. If you want this bigger, you've got a zoom control, and then you've got more space to actually see what you want to see. So if I now, I'll take that back down actually because it's too big. Let's go for French forces. French forces, Control Enter, and then we're just putting 3 points on this. So we'll have Napoleon, tab down, press Enter, and then tab across to give yourself a little bullet. Press Enter to come down, and press Shift Tab to go back. Enter to come down, tab to go indent, and cavalry will say he is. Enter, Shift Tab to go back, to get back across to the main indent line. You can also use your mouse and use these 2 indent buttons there, decrease, increase indent if you want. And then the last guy, Enter, tab, he was in charge of the artillery, say, artillery. So I just recommend that you have 3 points on each slide, so that's just 3 points there. If I press Control and Enter now, I'll just get a new slide, and then I can just type. I didn't even click anywhere, and the next title, which is British Forces. Control Enter, and then you go through the same process for the British Forces. So we'll do exactly the same. So Shift Tab to come back, and then your 3 points that you want to make. So infantry, Enter, Shift Tab, and then Uxbridge, Enter, tab, cavalry, and then you've got you're finished. Then you want to save this. Control S to save. You call it Waterloo, and there it is saved. So you've got your 3 slides, title, French, and British. Now you can see that it's picking these up as a spelling mistake. It's not a spelling mistake, so you can just ignore that, or you could add it to your dictionary if you want. It's probably not a good idea to add names to your dictionary, because sometimes you will want that to be as it is. Now you can format the background and change the layout and all that sort of thing from this. So you've got background image there. If you want to put a background image, you just click on that and it gives you a list of images. So we'll just go for further up. We've got photos, and in there we've got Waterloo, so I'll just pick one of these just to demonstrate it. And you can see that that image there is sitting right in the middle. It's not the best image, to be honest. Now if you want to have that in the what's called the master area, if I click undo, Control Z, just because it's a bit over the top, that if I go to view and then into the slide master, which is like the background where you can change the fonts and everything, so these fonts are the default, and this is what happens when you press the tab key. It comes down to 7 levels, which in PowerPoint only goes down to 5 levels, so you get 2 extra levels. But you can put an image in the background here. So I'm going to go for this a similar image, but not that one. I'll go for the cavalry charging. Now what you've got here is down this right hand side you've got some. So I'm going across the top to get to the master, but you've also got a little toolbar here which gets you into the master slides, and you've got this one being used as a master slide. You've got set transition, you've got animation and shapes, styles and gallery and things like that, so different diagrams. All these little features are quite useful. So close slide master is here, but I've got these other views. I'll just close slide master, so that's now cascaded down all of them. So there's the background. Now you've also got, if I go to the view, you've got, we're in what's called normal view at the minute. You've got slide sorter view where you can see them like a pack of cards just laid out. You've got outline view, which is just a list like you'd have in Word, and then you've got notes view where you can add your notes in there. So for example, you could say there bullet list. So Wellington, this is about Wellington, born in 1769, for example, died in 1852. And that's what you should do there. So when that comes up, you say this, and then when Picton comes up, you go Picton forgot uniform shot in head. This is what you want people to say, or what you're going to say as this bullet comes up. Enter, and then Uxbridge lost leg buried at Waterloo, apparently. Read don't like that. Buried, spelt it wrong. So that's your notes. To normal I want to go back to, not slide layout. Back to that, and then you can add your notes, or you can go and see notes just anytime you want. Just click on notes and you can see it there. It's like a notes view. Back to normal. Now if you want to animate these slides, you've got the option to animate. So if we go to slide sorter view, you've got animation and slide transition, but you've also got them down here. Remember when I said that, animation and slide transition. So I'll do that. It gives you all these. Now if I click onto something else and then go and click on animation up there, transitions, I like dissolve in, and then you can apply that to all slides. So then it's dissolving on all slides. You get a little star to show you that you've got that on there. Animation, you've got to select the text box that you want to animate. So we get onto this, and then you can animate these slides. So what you need to do is make sure you've got whichever text. Don't normally animate the titles, to be honest, but let's ignore the titles. So you select the area that you want. So that is everything. So if I go to add, it's saying appear. Let's go for something more. Let's go for that one. So they're just going to check there's a dissolving is what I like. So they're dissolving in. They're on click. There's no delays, and you can see there you've got different options in there with previous, and you've got settings there. I normally set text animation to 2, should I say. We've only got 2 levels, and I'm not bothered about the 2. It's still on click. That's okay. Effects. This is quite a cool effect. If you go with dim with colour, so when it loses focus, you can change it to one of these colours. Click OK, and then just play that. It should change colour, which it hasn't. So I'll just go back into there. In fact, let me just put that into presentation mode and see if you can see it. So this is that's the effect. I didn't do any. There's the dissolving in. There it is now. It's doing the effect. It's going out to yellow. So I'll just press escape to come back into that, and you can see how that works. So we've got it on entrance, and if we go and add another effect, we've got dissolve, but I don't want to do that. So let's do another one. This can be exit. So on exit, I want it to dissolve out as well. And then you could just play that. It's going to dissolve away. So it's going to dissolve in, and it's going to dissolve away. So these are just basic things that you can do with LibreOffice Impress. Nothing spectacular on this little session. So we've basically formatted a 3-slide slideshow with this as a background. We've created animation, and we've done transition, and we've also viewed some of the effects, i.e. dim, after it loses focus. You can also edit backgrounds in the slide master if you want to. So that's all I want to cover on this little session. So hopefully it was of use for you.